Alright, we're back in the classroom after having just wrapped up one of the story missions because I want to once again check in with our Moogle friend who gives us experience and stat bonuses. I think I'll prioritize doing these classes over anything else. Look how many more we have! By the way, we have a lot of time too. 4 solid days of preparation. So let's burn through some of that with some quick experience. Elementary Defense Magic 2. Continuation of Defense Magic 101, this class is targeted towards those with little experience casting defensive magic. Students will develop an understanding for basic defensive spells, learn effective strategies for using defensive magic in the field. I think I'm done with these. I think I'm done reading these. We've seen that message before too. And our bonus is Isuna is now available. We got a brand new spell. These are definitely worth doing. Introduction to Fire Magic. Develop understanding which enemies are more susceptible to fire magic. Learn how to use unique properties of fire spells to avoid burning oneself. The Empire's main airship fleet. Where is it stationed? If I may, Commander, allow me to enlighten my classmates. The Militesi fleet is housed in Gur. For those who are incorrect, the main fleet is stationed in Arwen. Yes, of course, I was going to say that, you just didn't let me finish. Oh, that's all they're doing? I thought it was gonna go somewhere, but it just kind of trailed off. Alright, now we're gonna go for ice magic. Increases the power of ice magic, learn the characteristics of ice magic, and how to avoid freezing oneself. 9, wake up! We've seen this one before. If they're gonna make us do so many classes, I kind of would expect them to have more messages set up for silly conversations to have. So we just got Blizzard RF. Alright, new magic. Lightning magic. Learn how to avoid shocking oneself. Even the prompts are just the same text but slightly replaced. What region lies north of Rubrum? How about we hear from Ace? Hold it, Metalmouth. How come you skipped me? You don't think I know the answer, yo? It's North Rubrum, yo. I gotta hand it to 9 now. He may be ignorant, but he sure sounds confident he does. Nine's a special child. We keep him around because he's really good at getting punched without dying. That's a skill, right? Anyway, that burned through our first 8 hours, but we have 40 hours to go. So, now it's time to start finding tasks. I'll check this courtyard. Oh, someone needs to come to this place. Is another Ace Daydream session? Maybe I'll check that out. We also have a conversation with 9.
What?
Hey, we're all supposed to forget people when they die, right? There's still something I don't get, yo. The crystal erases the dead from our minds, but it's not like they just disappear into thin air. Those guys, I can't recall for the life of me, but sometimes the memory's still there, just fuzzy. Other times, I hear someone's name and even think, hey, I remember talking to that dude. Or, wait, isn't that the chick I hit on after class that one day, yo? The problem is, no matter how hard I rack my brain, I can't remember what we talked about. Maybe we don't lose our memories of the dead, but instead lose memories with the dead, yo. So it's like a slash and burn method where everything related to the dead person's completely removed as opposed to just some of it. Interesting that the cemetery is completely closed off most of the time. You can only access it in specific situations. Is it going to say that Ace wants to sleep here? If I were Ace, I'd probably be outside napping right now. Alright, let's go switch to Ace. It's unfortunate that you can't just spontaneously switch between characters. At least I don't think you can. I could check really quick. Squad. Reserves. Ace. All the way at the bottom? Nope. Clicking on Ace does nothing. Yeah. As far as I can tell, I have to go to a save point. Thankfully, they put at least 2 of them in this area, so they're not hard to find. After I do this thing with Ace, I'm going to... I think I'm going to go see if we have any requests directly from Mother or Kurasame. Just because, from a roleplay perspective, those are the first people I should be checking in with for doing menial tasks for. And also, they had really good rewards. Where some of the tasks we've had up to this point just gave me like a potion or something. Alright, Ace. Ready to daydream again? Maybe I'll just rest my eyes for a second.
Hey, we meet again.
Were you able to see your brother today?
Yeah.
You don't look very happy, though. Did you get in a fight?
You're sharp.
I thought you two were really close.
Siblings are usually nothing but a nuisance. We'll get angry at each other and sometimes even want to hate each other.
That's not what you were saying the last time we met.
Sure it is. Remember? I said the bond between brothers is awkward.
I see. Well, I suppose getting into fights at your age can be awkward.
I'm a low-ranking foot soldier. He's an elite cadet. We'll have our disagreements.
Are you jealous of him?
No. It's more like I feel sorry for myself. I want to accomplish more in my career. So I can tell my brother, I'm proud of you and everything you've accomplished. But you can be proud of your big brother as well.
We're going out on a mission soon. If I asked you to, would you lend us a hand?
What are you talking about? But you're an elite cadet. Only the best of the best in the military can work with you. Putting a nobody like me on a mission with you is out of the question.
What if it weren't? Would you fight at our side?
What? Are you offering me charity?
No, nothing like that. It's just that it's my first mission, and I'd like to work with someone I know.
Whether it's with you or anyone else, I'll fight for the Dominion. And for my brother's future. As long as I breathe air.
I see. Patch things up with your brother. These days, you never know how much time you have.
I know. But it's not that simple. I have my pride. That's what it's like to be brothers.
Huh?
You shouldn't sleep out here. You'll catch cold.
Were you having a dream of some sort?
A dream?
Yes. I couldn't make anything out, but you were talking in your sleep.
I can't remember.
I see. Well, essentially, when we speak of dreams, we're actually referring to the synchronization of brainwaves in
Oh, before I forget, Ace, Rem was looking for you. Let's go find her.
What?
Taking a Phoenix down. From my dream. That's a weird place to get a Phoenix down. I guess, am I supposed to go find Rem then? You're just standing here. You don't look like you're looking for Rem. Is the grave? That's not open still. So I may have made a mistake in a previous episode. I thought that the guy I was talking to in the dreams was the brother of the person who died in the intro. And I kind of made that assumption because of the fact that we're supposed to not remember the dead. So I thought we were just remembering someone talking about the person who died, and that's why it was all sort of hazy. But no, I'm pretty sure the person we're talking to in that flashback is the person who died. So I got mixed up there a little bit. And so now I would expect to probably find the brother at some point, and that brother probably won't remember his own brother anymore. Unfortunate. Let's take a quick trip to the Crystarium. I just want to call it the library because it's easier. Where would Rem be anyway? And am I actually supposed to find Rem, or is it just that Rem they just wanted an excuse to cut the cutscene off? This person always has a task and always standing right here. I'll check in with them later, perhaps. In the meantime, why not do a little bit more history? Is that one new too? Oh wow, we have another early number again. I was reading all this stuff up here, but we're actually unlocking more and more earlier things now. Ven 17 123 RG, Establishment of the Dominion of Rubrum. The formation of the Dominion is a unique example of how the intellectual world influences the material one. While Rubrum, Togoreth, Iska, and Aibon have shared borders, there were few military or economic pressures compelling the loosely affiliated states to unify. Rather, some 60 years after the peristyllium had first taken root, its ideological principles brought these states together for the common good. Despite academia being the political heart of this alliance, little thought was spared to its defense. Such was the case when monsters suddenly came to lay siege to the peristyllium, and aid from the satellite states was slow to rise. But by the grace of the lessee did academia survive to see the dawn. The official establishment of academia as the seat of power and the concomitant military defenses would come 3 years to the day after the harrowing night. So it came to pass that on Ventus Mens 7, 123 RG, the Dominion was born. The curious reader might inquire as to how the local region of Rubrum came to be synonymous with the dominant Dominion as a whole. Yet, it was merely a question of geography. All parties were in agreement that academia, to whom all former states paid fealty, rested well within Rubrum's territory, and so the appellation was unanimously adopted by all of the interests of political convenience. By all in the interests of political convenience, such matters appear simpler for states sharing an ideological bond, as they often think alike. So I'm in the command center type area, and our leader guy doesn't have a task for us this time, but this guy does, and he seems important.
The doctor's pets.
Commandant. Class 0, there's something I'd like you to do for me, and I expect your compliance in this matter unless you'd rather be charged with insubordination. Monster Pursuit 3. Defeat 15 Imperial troopers for the Commandant. There have been enemy sightings all over Dominion. Get them off our land, cadet. So 15 troopers? That's not bad. Excellent. So just kill 15 dudes. That's easy. And I think every time I find a member of Class 0 that with a conversation to have, I'm definitely going to prioritize those.
An Imperial military parade?
That insignia. That must be the Imperial Marshal Sid Alstein.
Our empire recently delivered a crippling blow to Rubrum and completely vanquished the Lorican Alliance. These are but the first steps to an even greater goal. We can no longer cling to the old order with its outdated customs if we ever hope to achieve true progress. Going forward without fear of change is what makes a true citizen of Milites. Countrymen, take up your arms and open the path to a new order. We, the Militesi Empire, will become Agito, the hand that guides Orients.
Barking like the dogs they are.
He must be using the name of Agito to claim dominance over Orients.
Obtain the next potion. Part of me wants to criticize the lack of subtlety by the fact that the heavily militarized, aggressive nation we're dealing with in this game is called the Militesi Empire, of all things, but then I remembered it's Final Fantasy, and there's basically never been a subtle thing in any of these games. That's just part of the territory. We're going to play as Cater this time. She's another gun-using character like King, and I've never apparently upgraded her yet, even up to this point, because we have so many characters. So we have 27 points to spend, and I want to get her some experience over the course of the mission, too. So, wow, I have a lot of options here. Increased movement speed, triple dodge. One of her skills is Explosive Shell, fire exploding shots with forward and square. I do need to do a better job at remembering these abilities. I have a tendency to just do a normal normal attack buttons and then do my commands, and I forget that there's weird directional buttons you can press. It'd be kind of handy if those were listed on screen too. So you can make explosive shell have a stun rate. That could be handy. Elementary, fire shots and blue. Oh, she has elemental attack, a gun attack. So that's different from King then. So flame shot, frost shot, and lightning magic. So, oh, it defaults to fire. Okay, so if I just use it normally, it shoots a fire shot. But if I press up and X at the same time, or up and triangle at the same time, depending on what's queued to, it'll be a frost shot. And if I press down at the same time, it'll become a lightning shot. That's interesting. I'll probably want to upgrade this series of skills just because that's like the basis of the character, probably. Debuff shot, fire shots that lower enemy defense, fire ammo that inflicts stop. I may not necessarily need to have a blizzard ability if I just give my gun frost capability. Let's go ahead and just enable the other elements real quick. So now I have frost shot, and I can increase the crit of frost. Let's also give it volcanic shot. Now I have access to the 3 different elements, so that whenever I think that someone's weak against one of them, I can just use that specific one. So forward for frost, backwards for lightning, default to fire. And now this opens up the idea of if I want to replace Blizzard, I could replace it with one of these other skills, because I could just press forward when I shoot to my elementary. Oh, elemental artillery. Okay, so when I use elementary, I can use ice with that. So Blizzard BOM might not be necessary to stick around unless I really wanted that AOE, I guess. I can lower enemy defense. Oh, I have a shot that freezes people. Giving people stop sounds pretty handy. Aim and fire distant enemies. Looks like that's an actual skill I have to equip too. So it's like a really long range attack. That's interesting. Release a venomous gas that inflicts poison. I think I like the idea of stifling shot. The idea of making someone freeze is super handy. And it also sort of fulfills the same requirement as Blizzard BOM, which is a freezing ability. I can increase the stop length and reduce its cost. Might be the stuff to go to, because these are all other skills I'd have to buy, and I can't equip them at the same time. And I need a lot of points if I want to upgrade any of the individual elements of elementary. So, let's go for increasing the time, the duration of this ability, and probably decrease its cost. Meaning I can use it all the time. I can use it more often, and it'll be more effective, giving this character some interesting capabilities. Should I do the dodge? Let's do the dodge. Being able to spam dodge a little bit is handy for some of those boss fights that get all spammy. And then there's your infinite dodge. Alright, so Cater's upgraded for the first time. And as you can see, they're the lowest level character on my screen. Might not be the lowest experience in the entire game. I'd have to check manually, but we're surprisingly even overall. But I think that's just because the level up requirements go up exponentially. So characters that have way less experience are surprisingly close. Like Jack has about 60,000, and down here Rem has about 35,000, so they're behind by 25,000-ish, and they're only 2 levels below them, or 3 levels below them in that case. So they definitely make them unusually close, but I think Cater actually has the lowest experience out of everybody, and that's why I want to take them on this mission. Still have no usable items for stats. Okay. Out we go. And these are not soldiers. Alright, well I guess we'll just fight them anyway. Hey buddy. Alright, elementary. You're fire, so you're probably weak against ice. Blam! Ice abilities. Oh, that's also effective. If you're just gonna get one shot, that's also pretty effective. So even if it gives me the option, I'm just gonna run away from this fight. Nope, no option. Alright, this time we've triggered actual enemy soldiers. Lightning. That didn't work. Oh, lightning has close range. Ice in the face. And I can freeze you solid. Yep. Oh, shit. They're all up in my face. I don't like that at all. Hey, buddy. Want to back off a second? So I have to get used to a completely different feel for these. Oh, this is cool. So, interesting thing to note about this character is that her, she doesn't use ammo. Since she has magic guns, they don't actually use ammo up. So I can just keep shooting. So I think I like this character more than see, that's my stun shot, I guess. So this is my normal shot. Oh, it has a combo. Cool. But yeah, she has magic guns, so they don't have to reload. If I'm lucky, it'll give me waves. Because Because I need to kill 15 of these guys, so if I'm lucky, they'll just let me fight some waves of them in a row. Elementary, there we go. I need to get the feel down of all the different moves she has. Please be waves. Come on, don't kick me out. Because then I could just keep repeating. Nope. Alright, I have to go trigger another military fight. There we go, more soldiers. This actually took a while to trigger. Nope. I might have to disable my allies from being in the fight. So something I noticed is that I didn't actually get credit for all the ones I killed. Ow, shit. Locked onto the corpse on accident. Alright, so you're probably weak against lightning? Yeah, because I figured he'd be weak against lightning because he's a big robot creature. Drain the body, please? No, drain the... Oh, I wasn't locked on. It's so easy to get confused because they clearly show a thing on the screen that looks like it's locked on. Ah. Every time it's soldiers, it doesn't give me multiple waves. I went ahead and skipped ahead because you guys didn't need to watch me bait the same fight out over and over again. So, leader dude, reward me for my 15 kills. I see. You made it back in one piece. So much for that foolproof... So much for a foolproof plan. What? Forget I said anything. Just take this and go. Dismissed. So the commandant's working against us and trying to get us killed? A protector ring. Alright. That might be bad for getting us killed, although I don't know how much I would trust it if he just said that if he just gave away he's trying to kill us. Let's see here. What's this down here? Increases defense by 30 and ballistic resistance by 30. By 10%, I mean. That's a lot of freaking deep. That's a lot better than a gauntlet for sure. Okay. So what's a character who could use their defense? Go to the reserves. At least find someone wearing gauntlets, like 8s, for example. I can't change their equipment from here. Okay, so if I ever quest around here, I'll take another look around town. Oh, looks like Deuce wants to talk again.
Wow! What a big dude!
Sync. You know that it's not polite to make comments on people's physical attributes out loud.
What? But I remember Seiss once told me, anyone can see that you're flaky.
What? Well, the bond between those in Class 0 is special, and essentially what that means is...
I don't mind at all.
Uh-oh! You hurt me? I'm sorry.
I'm not angry.
Even so, there's no excuse for saying what we said. Please forgive our rudeness.
Your apology is accepted. I am Reed.
I'm Sync. This is Trey. Nice to meet you.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Lorican blood runs through my veins. That is the reason I am such a big dude.
Lorica? Wait, didn't Lorica...
Yes, it has fallen to the Empire.
Milites must pay for what it has done. Let us work together to avenge your homeland.
I'm sorry, but I have no interest in vengeance. I fight to stop the bloodshed, and for the future of those I care about. That is all.
Wow, this guy's kinda cool.
Yes. He has strong convictions.
Whoops, that was Sync, not Deuce. To be fair, a lot of the female characters look really similar. Especially the little tiny portraits and everything, and they've introduced so many characters at once to keep track of. Also, learned important things about pronunciation. They finally said out loud, so I know their names are Sync and Seiss. Because I was like, Synke and Seissy? I'm like, I don't know, man. Say them out loud, please, somewhere. Finally, both in one. Oh, hey, it's Jack. I think it's my highest level character now, if I remember correctly. Yep, level 20. When I went out with Cater to do running around killing soldiers, Jack was automatically being brought into the combat because I forgot to order my characters so that the weaker characters were listed first. So he's now 20 with comically high amounts of experience.
Yeah?
You know, it's terrifying to think about how two-faced people can be. I mean, you think you know a guy, and then all of a sudden, bam, he's a completely different person. I get that we're all supposed to band together and vanquish the evil old empire as a team, but I've got a sneaking suspicion that not everyone is as resolute as they claim to be. Sure, everyone says they'll give their lives for Rubrum, but if you're facing down the barrel of a gun and it comes down to spilling Dominion secrets or spilling your brains, well, I'm not a cynic or anything. I'm just saying, when push comes to shove out there, people change. I mean, you've seen the way Queen transforms in the field, right? Now that's a sight to behold. Oh, question marks again.
What's up?
Sorry, but would you mind if Rem and I have a moment together?
What's the matter?
I don't mean to be unfriendly now, but Machina told me he'd like to speak to me in private. Sorry. So we have to come back as probably either Machina or Rem to find out what this conversation is. I'll be back in just a moment. This is actually decent change too, because these are two of my weakest characters right now, so switching to one of them just helps me level them up in the upcoming events.
Rem!
There's something caught in my throat.
Rem.
What's wrong? You look so serious.
Come on. Please. Just tell me the truth.
What?
Your illness. How sick are you?
I'm not sick. Oh, you mean my coughing? It's nothing.
Stop it! You don't have to tell anyone else, but please, tell me!
Really, it's nothing.
Why won't you tell me? Is it because you don't trust me?
Well, Machina, you worry too much. I'm fine, really. Oh, it's time for our drill. See you there.
Damn it, Rem. You're so hard-headed. And you're such a bad liar.
So is Rem a liar?
Let's do it.
Or is Rem a liar, or is Machina overly suspicious and maybe overly protective? I guess only time will tell. I've got to say, it's a bit discouraging being around people who make this look so effortless. But just wait, Rem. Someday I'll prove to you just how strong I can be. Have the Chocobo hatched? The chicklings hatched the other day? Blah blah blah. Give me the babies right now. War Chocobo? Combat Chocobo. Combat Chocobo. War Chocobo. Wow. Whoa. That's a lot of Chocobos. Exciting development. Okay. Let's breed more Chocobos. Let's breed a Combat Chocobo with the War Chocobo and give them increase the chances of hatching good Chocobo, hatching a different type of Chocobo. Let's go for good. Your Chocobo laid eggs. That part where the screen turned all white, that was the sex. That's when that happened. Yeah. Congratulations, partner. Breeding's a success. Is it ever not a success? I admittedly don't really know what I'm doing. I'm not paying that much of attention. The Chocobo breeding. I'm going to click on things and make more Chocobos, and then the biggest thing is I just don't want to run out of Chocobos because I need them to move fast if I ever want to move quickly around town. Though the game might have fast travel later, I'm confused about one thing, which is that when I enter town at some point, it's like we're bringing back our like metro system between towns, and I'm like, okay, where's that? How do I use that? And a game that's been hyper tutorializing everything never told me how to use it or where to go for it or anything. So I'll take another look around, but as far as I know, there's no fast way to travel between towns. Airship landing? Oh. Does walking over here go to an airship that travels between towns? Because that would answer my question. Oh, okay, it's open now. Okay, so this is why I was confused. They said that they opened travel again, but they didn't say anything about this place being here, so I just didn't know to come here. I knew there was paths, but they were blocked before, and they never said that they were no longer blocked explicitly. So I assume I just can warp between towns. Cool. Another save point location too, so I can swap characters easily. You look not important. I'll avoid spending 2 hours on you. I'm gonna save real quick. Oh, you can access the Alto Crystarium from the save point. I didn't realize that. So now, so I don't even have to go into that special room. I can just spend stuff here all the time. I should still check that room every now and then though, because I think the girl with the glasses, Queen, tends to show up there every now and then. So I want to make sure I don't forget about her. First priority is just to do a quick check-in on cure. Can I recover? Oh, I can increase. No, I can't. I can help with mana cost. Oh. I can help its mana cost without affecting anything else negatively. Awesome. My Moogle intuition says great things will happen if you throw an Ivory Phantoma. Want to try it out? Why not? Upgrade complete. 59. Alright. Everything's getting good about my healing skills. I want people to be able to heal as often as possible. What is that's Asuna, that's the new spell we got. Designed to remove various status ailments, sorry. I say alignments all the time. When I mean to say ailments. This spell sees little use in the front lines, but every unit appoints several specialists to equip the spell and heal the squadron as necessary. So this is how you deal with poison and things like that, if you need to. Problem is you have to substitute something else for it, so it's up to you whether you think it's a good idea to keep around. But the fact that everyone has a protection slot seems handy. I might just give the party as a whole, like the entire squad. I just might split them down the center and be like, alright, every third person gets Cure, Protect, or Asuna, and we'll just see how it goes. I don't know how well the AI uses Wall, and I admittedly never use it. Whereas these things that specifically heal you might be a little more handy, because the battlefield's pretty open for simply throwing up a wall. But let's take a look at this airship situation. Info. Airship attendant. Thanks to your efforts, our airships are fully operational once more. Unfortunately, though, we are only legally permitted to fly over our airspace. In other words, we can't extend our area of operations outside of Dominion territory. If someone were to seize control of that land for us, though... Catch my drift? Academia has resumed commuter shuttle service to locations around Rubrum. The number of destinations will increase as Dominion expands its sphere of influence. I should warn you, though, I should warn you, though, that we aren't running a charity operation around here. If you're low on gil, you're probably better off just trekking to your destination. Times are tough. Living it up once in a while is a good way to escape. But just remember you have to pay for all non-mandatory travel out of your own pocket. Well, I want to try it out, at least. So how do I fly? Do I just talk to you again? Okay, good day, Cadet. Where can we take you today? So basically, as I continue to conquer new locations, I'll be able to fly around. Cost me 150 out of my 24,000. I think I can front the cost. Let's go to Migo and check it out. Pre-departure preparations are complete. Ready for takeoff? Why not? Let's see what we find there.